Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
Born as a kid who had a relationship.
Yo!
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show, brother. Chappelle Show. What's up, people? What's going on? You can find me at Just Full of Comedy on Instagram.
I am the_great_CORE. That's how you can find me on Instagram. You can find us both on Instagram under the Midnight Paco Podcast
That's right.
on Instagram.
That's right. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notifications, people, so you know when the next one's out.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. What's up, brother?
That was my old school B-boy stance. Grandmaster Flash.
What?
The message and stuff. You know, I'm going to start just doing that. I'm going to just start.
B-boying.
Like, doom-doom-doom, doom-doom. Doom-doom-doom. Just like that.
Ooh.
That's what I'm going to start doing. That's the move of the future.
I like it. I like
the wave
it.
of the future.
Taking it back to the old school.
Yeah.
What up, yo?
Chilling, not a whole lot, man.
I know, man. I know.
I mean, well, it is and it ain't.
well,
It isn't, but it is.
it is right.
Yeah,
It's in
it
that-
ain't, but it is.
Yeah. It's
What
in
it
that
is, it
realm.
ain't, and then it was.
Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day, people.
Memorial Day, yes, that was the time that we would take to reflect on the soldiers that made us free
Yes.
and
Ones that lost their lives.
lost their lives. It enables us to do things like this.
Shout out to Sergeant Carl Morgan. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you lose them. You lose them here and there. You know. And the worst thing is they're just trying to make a living. A lot of them are just trying to make a living.
A lot of them trying to make a living. Some of them be like, you know, like especially when the conflict happened with September 11th,
Right.
you had a lot of people that was like,
Patriotic.
I'm going to get them back.
Right,
you know, we're going to
yeah.
fight for our country. And,
Right.
you know, how dare they do that? Oh, I'm mad. I'm joining up right now.
Yeah.
So,
That's no way to join. But either way, you know, people did.
yeah.
They were tricked. They were tricked.
It's terrible.
It's
man.
terrible.
It's
That's not why I joined, though. That's not why I joined. I joined to go back to school and get the degree and do all that stuff to try and better my life, you know what I'm saying? And I volunteered to go overseas just because I figured if I was going to join to go to school, then take advantage of that, I can at least risk my life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And give that, you know, and put my life on the line for that opportunity. If it's worth changing my life and worth signing the papers. So you've had people like they wanted to sign up, and right when we were getting ready to deploy, they were like, I'm an objective, you know, they didn't want to shoot, I forget what it's called, but they didn't want to shoot, you know, the enemy or whatever the case.
Right.
So, you know, they didn't want to go overseas, and which is fine by me. I didn't want nobody over there who wasn't willing to shoot somebody to protect me, or, you know,
Right.
because I would did vice versa. But no, you know, it is what it is, and you know, like I said, people join for different reasons, but it just sucks when somebody, like I said, Sergeant Carl Morgan, he was in it for like 20-some years. He was about to retire.
Mm-hmm.
The deployment, like the last year, him and his buddy who've been in it the whole time, they both get deployed. You know, he's like in his 40s or something at the time. I was 25, 26, I think. And, you know, he had 2 kids, a wife, you know, and he loses his life over there, you know what I'm saying?
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks, but, you know, it kept me honest, I'll tell you that. It was like, well, this shit's for real. This shit's
Oh,
real.
absolutely.
I mean, it was real before that because our squad got hit in March and he passed away in May. So, you know, it was like things were happening throughout that whole time. That's right, Flex. Things were happening throughout that whole time, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like I wasn't known to the fact, but either way, you know.
Right.
Shout out to all the soldiers out there and people that lost their lives and you know, for this country.
Yeah. And thank you to the ones that's still here that can hear me say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, haven't been doing any comedy. Well, I didn't do any this week.
Yeah, you only missed a week. Yeah. You know,
My
different situations have changed in life.
yeah, got a different job.
Yeah.
I was working some terrible hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm making, well, I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
But now I'm working better hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit better. You still gotta get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And,
So, to me, it's a lot better because once I get a set schedule, as long as I'm coming home,
right, the same night.
well, yeah, the night,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, the same night,
Yeah.
Like if I'm leaving on Saturday, I want to come back Saturday,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
versus the next morning. Yeah, that's terrible.
It cuts into your next day.
It cuts into your next day, even your off day.
Right.
It cuts into your off day.
Yeah, for sure.
And especially when it's something that you didn't sign up for.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you signed up for a job and the hours are one thing, and then they just keep changing hours, that's
That's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
We're human beings with lives,
Yeah.
and we're not puzzle pieces or objects. And some of these larger companies, which I've asked to get back with me, and I haven't heard anything back. Some of these larger companies like Amazon, they seem to do that with their workers. They do things and switch things around because they can, because they are the giants right now. And it's the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's what history showed us.
Yeah.
That's Blockbuster.
Well, that's why we're going down.
That's
as a
Radio
country.
Shack.
That's why we're going down as a country, people.
You know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Radio Shack was in their mission was to be in every corner in every neighborhood. And they were, and then they fizzled out.
Yeah.
Now, me, if I had any decision making, you know, with that, I would have been holding on. And maybe it's been a little section inside of a Walmart or something, because there's still some things that only you can get at Radio Shack, like some of those little pieces that you know, when you're making motherboards and those little pieces on you know, we had a whole section I used to work at Radio Shack. We had a whole section with drawers full of nothing but those pieces and soldering irons and
okay.
You know, just things you couldn't get pretty much anywhere.
Aren't those at like computer stores or like computer shops there, like where you can repair, like computer repair places? And
I'm
stuff
sure
like
you can. You could probably order it offline too.
Yeah.
But wonder if you need a part right then and there, and you could be like,
right.
You know, Micro Center maybe have some stuff like that, but Radio Shack got pretty techie. Like
Yeah.
You know, Geek Squad.
Oh yeah.
You know, NASA, for crying out loud, went to Radio Shack to get a part at one time to get something.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I forget what it was, but they said, you know, they went to Radio Shack to get the part.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, but I'm saying something like
Yo,
that.
where is that piece? Hey, get the intern to run the Radio Shack for us real quick.
Yeah. Run the Radio Shack.
We need to send out this goddamn shuttle.
Or something. Yeah.
No, I got you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But everywhere I'm looking, you seeing these gray. What's the word I'm looking for? These gray institution, giant buildings that look like nothing good happens inside of them are popping up everywhere.
Like what?
Amazon building.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying. Those
The institutionalized gray buildings, and
well, see, some would say those are jobs, but the problem is how they treat their employees and this and that.
It's their new wave of doing business, and it's like I don't know. You know, they pay people decent, I guess, but I don't know.
It's unfortunately it's a productivity job. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those deals like the job I'm at. You know, which I'll be gone in a couple weeks. Put in my 2 weeks there, just because I'm not getting the hours I want.
Yeah,
I'm
congratulations on your new job as well.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Like I said, it's just more hours. I just need to pay these bills.
Mine was because of different hours. And shout out to all the CDL holders out there that's out there in the grind.
Yeah.
We do this podcast for you guys.
Yeah. People in the warehouse too, man.
Yeah, the warehouse, absolutely. Warehouse
moving
people
stuff, that's what makes the world go around, boy. All these people hustling, trying to build pallets and get them shipped off to stores.
Listen,
man,
ever since I worked on the other side in the warehouse too, I have a different respect for warehouse people. Granted, some of us CDL holders, we don't like to touch nothing. We drive, we bump docks, we dropping hook.
Right.
That's what we do. But, I have a whole different respect for people that, is on the inside, that's fast and efficient. When you go to a place, the respectful thing to do is slide your tandems, because if you wouldn't care or really wouldn't know if you never had to load or unload a truck, and you don't slide your tandems to the back, what happens is, if you're getting on with a motor and your tandems are where you normally have them, when they get on, they drop down. It feels like you're falling, and they bouncing on those machines. That ain't cool. When you unload.
Oh, yeah.
So when you have your tires to the weight of the tires to the back of the trailer like this, when they come in, it's no bounce to it. But when the tires are up like this, you know what I'm saying? And then the ramp don't, the ramp
goes down more.
Yeah.
So they got to come at an angle, and sometimes those jacks been stuck. I've been stuck a couple of times.
The jacks get stuck. If you have pallets that's stacked, if the ramp on the dock isn't flush, things can rock into.
Yeah.
And plus it's bouncing because you don't want to slide your tandem. So, I didn't see what the big deal. I thought that, most places were just like, it's like everywhere you go as a driver, everybody got different rules. And I'm here to tell you, trust and believe, because there's a rule or procedure they do, somebody did something stupid to create that.
Right.
Like, it was this one location in Wilmington, Ohio. It was something different every time you get there. Stop here, don't go there, open your doors here, wait there, wait a minute, they'll cut your doors open, your bolts right there, don't open your doors until you get in front of the dock. I'm like, come on, y'all, every day is something different. These are real things that I just said. Don't open your doors here, wait until you get in front of the dock, then open your doors, then back into. I'm like, come on. Like,
there's probably, like you said, somebody
it was a reason.
Door, and something happened.
Oh, well, this is the famous one. I don't know how real it is. Maybe it is real. Like, yeah, okay, because sometimes when you're dropping an empty trailer off, they always want you to open the doors before you drop it.
Okay.
So I'm in that long line.
Oh yeah, because if you leave it closed, they can't load it and shit like that, right?
Right. Okay. They can't grab it and they can't slam it to the door. Or, God forbid, the yard jockey has to open the doors.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So I was opening them in line. Sir, don't open your doors in line because, what happened was the driver was back there opening the doors and the driver didn't see him, crushed him, cut him right in half.
Oh, goddamn. All it takes is one. You ain't doing that again.
I mean, that's just like, come on, man. I heard it several times in several occasions. Is that true? When did that happen?
Man,
let me see the tape.
It's because it's...
I'm sure it did happen once, and it's an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
People don't be paying attention. That's very true.
What it is.
You in line, and you're in a long line. You might think the line is moving because you see a truck moving. You're not paying attention. You
hit
move
the
up.
brakes, and boom.
Yeah.
I mean, I hit the brakes, but hit
the gas or eating your sandwich and think,
right.
A lot of that happened.
Yeah, man.
So I know the rules happen for a reason.
God.
Yeah, there's one place, like I said, don't open your doors here. They'll cut your seals over there, and don't open your doors until you get in front of the dock that you're going to back up in. I'm like, and then like some of them, and I know that they had this rule for a reason. I was like, some of them you'll back into the dock, and they will take your airlines off and put something over your airlines so you couldn't move while they're in.
Really? They take your airlines? I know some places lock your wheel, don't they? Don't they have locks?
They put some chocks. They call it chocks. They put them back there in your tires. Or some of them want you to disconnect completely. Just drop the trailer and go.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Before they would even touch the trailer.
Really?
I understand that too.
Well, yeah, because they don't want you pulling off while somebody's trying to load up, you know.
Or
we've had that happen, I think.
Exactly.
We definitely had that happen.
That's one of the reasons why they do that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, okay, you're goofy as hell, and you're pulling off, and somebody was just about to get on. Bam.
Yeah,
That's
forklifts
fatal.
are heavy.
That's
yo.
fatal.
Yeah.
Or you pulling off with the person inside.
Right. Yeah. Trust me, it's happened. I've seen some terrible fucking videos, warehouse style shit. And I'm like, oh Lord, because you know people put forklifts up through walls. We've seen that. Well, not personally, but you know,
I've heard stories.
I didn't see it happening at that time, but
matter of fact, at a job that you and I both work at, we used to once upon a time.
Yeah.
You see, this is the thing. You got rules, and then you got black rules, and then you got white rules. Now, if I had my forklifts up, and I came through a wall,
right,
and tore that bitch down, I'm saying, see you, everybody. It's been nice working with you.
Oh yeah, right.
Do we know people that's still there that did that?
Yeah. Walking around with a walkie. And now they're back on the motors. I'm sure of it now. Definitely. Terrible. It's terrible.
I'm not making this up. I'm not just saying it just because it's
to
something
be
to say.
fair, though, he did not go through the wall, so we don't know what the outcome would have been.
What the fuck, Justin?
To be fair, it didn't happen to you.
It didn't. And
we wouldn't have known.
Come on, man.
My guess is you probably would have been gone.
Hell, I did some shit that's gonna happen when you out in the road.
Oh yeah, right.
And I'm gone.
Yeah, right, yeah, that is right.
Hell, Aaron.
And that wasn't even a bad one.
Somebody rolled the truck that we both love.
Rolled it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't have known if it didn't come out of his mouth.
Oh.
He told me.
It's messed up.
On that bridge up there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know the story?
No, I don't know the story, but.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait. No.
Yeah.
That
bridge up there. Huh?
That is right.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Hey, and no, I'm not throwing shade, but I'm just saying.
No, yeah, you're just
like, geez.
Yeah.
You got rules and you got white rules and black rules. If I would have rolled the truck, that would have been my last day.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Hey, man, I understand. Like we've talked plenty of times, and you know we've had these discussions that you know I grew up a certain way, so I understand. You know, I'm not a big advocate as far as like I don't see race a lot. You know what I mean? I understand there is race, and I understand but
racism.
Yeah, I know there is racism. I'm not on that side of it. Is what I'm trying to get at. And the way I grew up, and my childhood is like I understand. I've seen my friends go through shit, but like I said, I've never lived it. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's understandable.
And unfortunately, a lot of white people need to understand that is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Because they it's all good now. It's like, no, it's not. To you it is. But unfortunately, people are looked at differently every day, all day. And it's because of the color of their skin. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
My favorite is the ones that say, Well, if you don't want to have a problem with the police, don't do crime.
Yeah, right.
Just
Yeah.
do the right thing,
Yeah.
and you'll have no problem with the cops. I don't know what the big deal is. Just follow the law.
Yeah.
But you still you could follow the law. You could do everything right and still get stopped and harassed by the police. Because when you
Definitely.
get stopped for no reason, they don't have probable cause. That's harassment.
Definitely
So
harassment.
it still happens.
And then if you give any pushback, you're aggressive.
Yeah.
And now you're, a threat. And then you might get shot for no reason.
Yeah.
It's because that's happened.
It's happened.
That's happened. I mean, those
it's
are
probably
facts.
happening right now.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And going back once again to that shooting in, what was it, Texas? Where
I think
19!
Just another one.
Was there another one?
I think today. Well, today's Thursday, the 2nd, June 2nd, so I think another one just happened.
Holy shit. I don't have no details on that one. Look up why I criticize these motherfuckers in Texas. The fact that there was 2 cops there stopped mothers from going in to the place. Tasing them. Tased them. The one mother still got in, I think, to go get her kids. So shout out to her. She was a trooper. But I guess SWAT team showed up. 19 police officers did not go in this motherfucking building because they weren't ordered to. While this kid was in there shooting little kids. And finally, an off-duty, I think it was a Border Patrol person, went in there and shot him. It took that.
It's terrible.
That's terrible.
Man who killed 4 in Tulsa Medical Center bought rifles hours before the attack. That was in Tulsa. That was today. And then they said an hour ago, multiple people injured in shooting at Wisconsin cemetery during a funeral.
Jeez. Well, that could have been completely just related to the person that died.
Still, there's still a multiple shooting is a
Yeah.
multiple shooting. I
Yeah.
mean, but not. No, I don't know what you're saying. It wasn't a random
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
but
yeah. That's the randomness of all these things. And the fact I even pointed out to my wife, I was like, once again, that shooter got killed. He wasn't a white guy. And obviously it wasn't a white guy that killed him, but still, it's the facts are the facts.
Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Which isn't funny. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, it's... And then they talk about, it's... And then that's the fear where they start talking about gun control and this and that. Because look, that's why I love Chris Rock's joke. It's not about gun control; it's about bullet control. Every bullet should cost $5,000. Like, goddamn, he must have did something. Somebody put $50,000 worth of bullets in his ass.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's just, you know what I mean? So it's like, cause ain't nobody taking my gun, so they can take guns away, and then what? And then we can't protect ourselves. Motherfuckers be walking around with fucking sticks and goddamn
bow and arrows.
Yeah, and just fucking
Swords.
slingshots and shit.
Swords.
Oh yeah, people would definitely try and make their own swords and shit.
Definitely, yeah.
I'd have fucking old ass garbage bag or garbage can. I'd make a shield.
You have a knight and some armor.
Yeah. Gonna need it. Going against RoboCops in the future.
Walking around with a crossbow.
Do you see that shit in the military? They got like exoskeleton shit to dudes looking like RoboCop.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see that, but I did see.
Dude on Rogan was talking about the
drones.
Iron Man project
Let's look that up. The Iron Man Project.
that started in like 2013.
Oh, okay. So he's here.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what these exoskeletons are. It's like supposed to be the Iron Man, but like it can't fly yet. But you're supposed to be able to like lift heavy shit and carry heavier equipment. Things of that nature. Which then dude was talking about. Actually, I guess it was a female. My bad, because it was a transgender who was formerly a Navy SEAL. So a badass transgender.
I keep getting Iron Man.
Yeah, no, it's Iron Man project.
Yeah, I keep
Military.
I said Rio. Yeah, I got
No, you won't be able to. I don't know. There might be
I'm not privy to that information.
pictures of it because they showed it on there.
This ain't it. Can't be.
No, that's not. Oh wait, yeah, they did show this because this was the initial one, like going down the leg. You see how it hooks around the waist and it goes down the leg and everything.
Oh,
that was
okay.
like in the initial thing, kind of like an exoskeleton, so it can carry, the.
You gonna post a little something?
Oh yeah, I'll show the pictures. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I'll put the picture up there. It was dope, man.
It looked like it was a secret.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like we're trying to hide shit. Yeah. No, this is all unclassified or declassified information. So,
right.
He was talking. She was talking about it on Rogan, but no, man, that shit's crazy, dude. That's what I said, man. They're gonna have bats. Cobra. Mm-hmm. Cobra's the fucking government. Yeah.
Cobra is not the government.
They have all these cool toys.
Yeah.
And they just do all this shit. They just create the stuff.
Some people
and make it even better.
These dealers, they sell to the highest bidders, and if government happens to be the one to buy it,
well,
that's who gets it.
They create. Well, yeah. Well, no, those are contracts to have them build this shit. And well, this she was part of a group that was creating, working on this stuff, and she said she was all just a little part of it. They would get a budget of $60 million and have to do like these like special like go to like because they said during
did they go to Radio Shack?
No, they didn't go to Radio Shack. Okay. These chips are you can't get these ones.
Not from Radio
They
Shack.
said they would go and like take a chip like some like spy device thing and say we need it smaller. Here's $3 million and make it smaller so we can use it more effectively. And they would 6 months later they get it and it'd be smaller. Like so the technology, and they said this is like in 2013, maybe even before that. You know what I'm saying? So Lord knows what the hell we got going on, man. They said already there's autonomous, like basically everything in the military that can be out there fucking shit up. Like they have like straight up like a guy looks through a thing and wherever his eyes goes, the gun goes on the fucking vehicle. Dope.
It is dope.
That's dope, dude. That's the problem with this because it makes killing easier because it's like a fucking video game. You know what I'm saying?
Like you'll be the top soldier if you're great at Call of Duty.
Probably.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
I always thought
they got those people flying drones.
I always thought that whoever is like a good Madden player could probably be a great coach.
Probably. Sadly enough, but if they were like deep into Madden,
yeah, I that's what I'm saying. I was like, if you're like a great Madden player, you'll probably be a great coach.
Yeah, well, we already know, man. It's not what your degree or what your job title says as far as your intelligence on that subject goes. You know what I'm saying? It's all about nowadays who the fuck you know and how much money you got and whatever the case. I mean, you need ability to get in some positions. I understand that, but a lot of it is networking. Yeah. That's a lot that comedians don't know about, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know why. Like I said,
me neither.
I'll say it, and I've said it a million times. The little magical dude that you guys think is going to come in. You probably think he's going to come in with like a cane and maybe a tam and a trench coat and some sunglasses. And
Talking about Daniel Myers?
Not this time.
Oh, okay. Shout out to
Daniel. I never seen him in a tam.
No. I'm just playing.
Some magical dude is going to come in and just love your comedy and be like, hey, man, I could take you to the top. What's your name? Here's my information. Call me.
No.
Or he's going to just take you to the top, and he's going to take you to every clump. You're going to be in style, kid. You got a good look about yourself. Look, I'm going to take you to the top. Just follow me. Your ticket's going to sell. They're going to sell, okay? We're going to book you for these clubs. Your tickets are going to sell. I'm going to take you to the top. You're going to get movie deals. You're going to do commercials. Man, it's going to be great. I'm going to take you to the top. So it's like, that dude don't fucking exist, y'all.
Not at all.
He don't exist.
No.
Like why are you guys doing things? Like, you're doing things, you get your name out, really? Is that what you're doing? You're doing a lot of busy work. You're not being productive. You're getting doing a lot of nothing.
Damn. No. See,
a lot of nothing.
We've had these discussions.
A lot of it.
We've had these discussions. Even
nothing every week.
Even last night was like, should I even go up? Because there was 2 people that weren't comedians, dude. 2 people. At least it was at a comedy club, though. It wasn't at a bar where there was a bunch of people talking, not paying attention, and these 2 were just up front like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they were actually there
that's cool.
to watch comedy on a Wednesday. I think one wants to end up going up, but you know what I mean? So basically...
So it was 1.5 that was the comics.
Basically.
Wow.
Well, one, I guess, that wasn't comic then, because the other one kind of maybe was in the future. Yeah, so how about that? But either way, you know, I just took it as a chance and I just went through my routine like I would, you know what I'm saying? I made it a little bit more personal by talking to them, you know, how I would, you know what I'm saying, like to the crowd, but, you know, not really like crowd work. I just talked personal to them about it, you know what I mean? It's easier because it was 2 females, so I was able to get into my material about everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was just one of those.
You want me to do your set?
No, I know you can.
Okay. I'll do it right
now.
The
remix.
I'll do it right now.
So.
All right.
No, but it was one of those things where our boy was there, Sean White.
Did he go up?
No, he didn't go up.
Undercover boss.
Undercover boss, man. I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was there though, you know what I'm saying? And it was, I just looked and I'm just like, see, it's one of those nights.
Maybe he's the magical dude that everybody thinks. Maybe it's him.
It's you.
It's him.
Yes.
He's the magical dude that's gonna take you to the top.
Take you to the top.
It's him.
No, he wasn't there for that. No.
He's there all the time watching comedy.
I think it was Daniel Myers.
He never goes up.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take you to the top.
Take you to the top. Just sign up with me.
Man, listen, you're gonna be great. I'm gonna take you to the top.
Stupid.
That's probably him. That's the magical dude that I said didn't exist.
No, because I do kind of exist. Right place, right time. Right place, right time, and you gotta better fucking have your shit together. You can't be up there like Monique just wasting time fucking talking shit instead of doing the set.
You know, and to me, with the D.L. Hughley and the Monique thing, it's so the situation from my understanding is that Monique didn't appreciate going in front of D.L. Hughley.
Well, we kind of listened to it because I didn't understand. I seen it in like the headline things when you brought it up about it, and it sounded like in her contract it said she was the headliner and got paid as a headliner.
Okay.
But then they signed D.L. Hughley apparently after that.
Okay.
So she was going up before him and apparently took offense to that. It's saying she got signed as the headliner.
Even if you got signed as the headliner and you got your money, I mean, trust me, I get the ego thing, and
I don't get the ego thing.
I get the ego thing because if you were told that you're the headliner, then you should be the headliner.
It doesn't matter if it's with D.L. Hughley and not like me. It's a difference if I'm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but from my understanding, I thought that D.L. Hughley pulled the move.
Yeah.
Saying, like, I'm D.L. Hughley.
But that's the promoter.
Right. It should be your beef shouldn't be with D.L. Hughley. It should be with whoever decided that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm fans of both of them.
Okay.
I like Monique. I like D.L. Hughley. I think they're both great. And it's like they are definitely 2 of the people that I looked at. And I can say that, I'm influenced by Monique and D.L. Hughley.
Okay.
Not saying my comedy is anything like both of them, but I laughed at Monique as her stand up. I laughed at her on the Parkers. I laughed at her on Martin with what is that? What was it? Roscoe Come Home or something?
Oh yeah. Roscoe's Family. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I know Roscoe.
I can't think of the name, but I enjoy seeing her. I enjoy seeing Monique as an entertainer. I think she's funny. I think she's entertaining. I enjoy D.L. Hughley. I enjoyed the D.L. Hughley show. I enjoyed seeing him on Comic View. I enjoy listening to some of his radio, his points and views on things.
Yeah, for sure. He's
Yeah,
intelligent.
He's very intelligent.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of both of them. So
Yeah.
to see them go like this, to me, is just another distraction. It's just another distraction. Like Will Smith was the distraction from what's going on.
The bad thing is that can be the distraction. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
The celebrity thing covers up, like that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
it's a distraction.
What the fuck? Whoever watched that, congratulations. You saw that he won a case. Hooray. You got to see how crazy a chick was.
It's a distraction from what's really going on. You know, pay attention to how they let people get away and forgive the PPP loans. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to people who are allowed to do PPP loans. Pay attention to that. Pay attention, since people got money, how easy it is for them to get guns. Pay attention to that.
Right.
And all the crime that's going on with guns right now.
Or do you think they're going to try and push an agenda by trying to ban guns? I'm telling you, man, the way things go...
It's all a play for politics, though.
I understand that.
It's a political game behind this.
But the problem is I know the NRA ain't backing this, but you know you're going to have people trying to ban guns, and it's all a security issue, and they're going to try and scare America. That's why I'm worried about this alien shit, man. They're going to try and say there's an alien attack, and everyone's going to be fucking scared, dude, and we're going to be fucking under their guidance and their wisdom and their protection while things are blowing up. We don't know why they're fucking blowing up, because they got these fucking weapons they can create. I'm just saying, dude, when anybody comes out and says, hey, there's aliens, when you've never fucking said, hey, there's aliens, something's a little off about that, don't you think?
Yeah, but here's something that I heard that was very interesting that I heard, and I paid attention, and I knew how it was, but I can't explain it now.
I just loved how that phrase went.
But pay attention to what goes on, like what administration is in office. Like what movies pop. Like do heroes movies pop during if a Democrat is in office, or if
man. It's all a play.
Yeah, everything like that.
They said Hollywood is all fucking.
But what I'm saying is like it's different types of movies that play depending on whose administration. It's like everything is different depending on whose administration is in charge.
Well, look, this was another interesting fact that I think Kristen Bell is not
his crazy ass.
No,
not the Batman.
No. That's Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
This is Kristen Bell.
Oh, Kristen Bell
was who used to be Navy SEAL.
Oh, that guy.
Transgender. Yeah, she was on Rogan. Was talking about how she was buying encyclopedias from like 1910 because they keep changing history. And if you go back, things were different. You know what I mean? They keep changing facts and getting rid of things when you can learn something from something that was written before, and they didn't think it was ever going to change. Oops, shit, now we probably shouldn't have put that in print. You know what I'm saying? And so when you think about when, the country was started, when Hollywood was invented, you think about who was in power. It was almost like with Hitler. They were creating propaganda shit, you can guarantee, well before they were just doing some simple films. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where the news is.
Well,
the news is the biggest propaganda machine ever. You know what I'm saying? It is.
I mean, certain things certain things that they leave out in history or they don't say is, I think Hitler was voted in twice.
Oh yeah. He was voted in.
They don't mention that.
Yeah, he didn't take power. He was voted in.
But they made it seem like he just
took over. No.
Like Cobra Commander, like
right?
boom.
Yeah.
I am Hitler, and I'm going to do these terrible things to people.
Yeah, no, man. That's what I'm saying. Look, I've always had this discussion. Back in college, like I said, we had to change a couple amendments or whatever the case. And one.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
You from Erie? It's college.
College?
Yeah,
college.
Yeah, back in college. Go ahead.
Back in college.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Penn State, baby. We are. That's right.
OH. IO. That's what Papa Joe was doing.
Papa Joe.
Continue with
it. Yeah, anyway. So you cut me off. See?
Sorry, man.
Goddamn.
You said something about college.
College.
Yeah, you said when you were in college.
Oh, God. Yeah, I know, but where was the story leading?
Propaganda.
Yeah. Hitler. Were we talking about Hitler?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think it had anything to do with that, though. Shit. God damn you.
Sorry, man.
Well, I do have...
It's going to come back.
No, well, I do have a story about Hitler, and that's where I learned all about propaganda, is because of the way they film things. You know what I mean? They made him look more prestigious by filming him in different angles and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And they just push out propaganda like that, man. It's... I was doing that's when I did a paper on marijuana and mass media and how they used it as a propaganda machine to make it illegal and all that stuff, and push, you know, like saying Mexicans were bringing it over and black people were smoking it and raping white women, and that's when they made Reefer Madness and everything, where they showed black people like raping white women and shit, and tried to make it, you know, drugs are bad and all this stuff. Meanwhile, they're taking it and selling it on, you know what I'm saying? It's just all the filthy, foul shit that you find out, they just keep shit quiet. So the fact that they say anything and divulge information is a little sneaky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Now, I want aliens to come here. I really do. Like I said, because we get back with the ego shit. You know what I'm saying? It'll kill everyone's fucking ego here, for one, who think that we're just the only people in this fucking world we live in.
This universe.
This thing that we don't...
Galaxy.
This whatever, man. What is that? This is something we gave it a name. But what the fuck is all this shit,
galaxy.
dude? I know what it is. I know what they say it is.
But, you know, like our little things of planets.
Yeah.
There's millions of more.
Billions.
And
each
we only have my very educated mother.
Right.
Just serve us 9 pizza pies. That's all we have. That's all we have, man.
Is Pluto still a planet?
They said it wasn't.
I know.
They said it was a ice thing.
Yeah, that was just like a fucking whoop.
But it's going to be it's not going. It's still a planet because it's going to mess up my very educated mother.
Right.
So it's going to be a planet.
You know it's messed up too, though. But they said in every galaxy there's a black hole, which there may be in every black hole another galaxy, which within there is a black hole, which inside that is another galaxy. What the fuck, dude? So I hope aliens come, but the fact that the government's telling me aliens are coming, I don't trust them. Oh yeah, I know. Fucking Serpentor. We had that conversation already.
Yeah, I mean,
look, the serpent people. They say we came from reptilians, right? Like,
I said, who came from reptilians?
I mean, we have I mean, they came from the fucking water.
Who?
Everything came from the water.
People, period.
Yes, everything evolved from the water.
Okay.
I mean, it came out of the fucking water. And then if I can turn into this, and then if I can fucking this, eventually into a goddamn person, right? That's what they said. That's evolution. It's not like we just popped out of fucking chimpanzee and then we evolved into a human. We evolved from certain species into this, you know what I'm saying? Out of the ground, so, I mean, out of the fucking water, whatever. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, Adam and Eve, God created Adam and Eve. You know what's fucked up about that? They have no childhoods. What's messed up, man? How you gonna be the first 2 people and you don't get to play fucking Lincoln Logs? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You just came out fucking. Your only job was to start fucking, and you couldn't be known. You weren't allowed to have no like knowledge. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man.
They came out babies.
No, God just made them people.
Yeah, God created.
What age were they?
They probably were 100. Who knows?
They start out 100.
I don't know.
This is weird. We need to get into this.
Maybe.
You see what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I'm saying? Nobody knows shit, man. They're fucking making things up.
Of course.
I don't like that. I hate being lied to, man. The fact that, I mean, everything we know now is just whatever they want to tell you. Because any books you thought you read that have the truth were burned a long fucking time ago, and somebody rewrote these ones. So it's upsetting, isn't it? That we don't really know what the fuck these.
Well, see, here's the thing: is like, you know, you got the books and things like that, but you know, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, I don't have the answer.
You see some of these fucking things that are built, the size of these, like, you know, the pyramids, all these things, and it's like we got these bitch-ass buildings.
What I was going to say is, like, a lot of times, you know, you got these books and things like that, but a lot of the Africans thing, they would do a lot of storytelling, and it would be passed on from generations and generations, and some of the things is by the design, you know, like, yeah, rap is popular, but basically what it is a modern way of telling stories of things that happen.
Right.
Like, not all of rappers are telling, like, relevant stories or giving stories, or,
right,
but some of them are.
Yeah.
You know, are telling stories that's going to probably be continued on and on.
Well, they
and
already
on
said
through the
Tupac.
generation. Well, Tupac, you got Public Enemy,
Yeah.
you got KRS-One,
Right.
you got
I mean, that's all songwriters. Most of them storytellers.
not
More so hip hop. More so hip.
yeah,
I mean, country.
so
Obviously not pop. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, they got breakup songs, man. Bitches, you telling
well,
them.
breakup songs, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, some of the storytelling, like, you know, is not all lost. History is not all lost, because I think some songs are going to keep going, and
I mean, meaningful ones. They'll keep some
it's
of the
the
facts.
same thing how things were told back in the day to drums,
Right.
and keeps going.
Right.
And so here we have rap, which
Right.
is really not new, but
Right.
so it's the storytelling is going to keep continuing on.
Right.
Basically, that was the point I
Yeah.
was making.
Yeah.
But it is crazy how they rewrite history, and like I said, if nobody never mentioned September 11th again to a 3-year-old, and nobody ever talked about it,
Oh, yeah.
it would have never happened.
Never happened. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
So imagine the things like back in like Egypt. Like I said, they try to just like erase motherfuckers from history by
yeah.
taking like hieroglyphs off of shit.
Taking hieroglyphics, blowing the nose off of
the
African,
Sphinx. Yeah.
a lot of things.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't just the Sphinx.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the statues that they could destroy the nose, they took the nose off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, trust me, man. It's so horrible how history's it's been rewritten, unfortunately. Thankfully there's people out there seeking truths.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's God bless the independent people out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? They're seeking truths and willing to speak on truths, and thank God the internet's out there to have these platforms for people to actually talk
absolutely.
about that stuff
And
too.
it,
you
and
know
it
what
all
I'm saying?
could start from, you know, just the person that's saying, you know, overlooking, or an older person saying Jesus. Well, you know that's not his name. His name is Esau or something like that.
Right.
And you'll be like, what you talking about, old man? You crazy.
Right?
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then he can say, well, Jesus, who is Jesus? And you like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
And they be like, Jesus Christ. Christ is not his last name. Christ is the connection from man to God. Christ is the connection. So that's not his last name. It only takes one person to say some stuff like that
Preach.
for you to, like, just get activated to do your own research and stuff
Right.
like that. But, you know,
Well, the worst thing is that whole story was stolen from the Egyptians to begin with Horus.
mostly everything, all your Greek philosophers and all these intelligent, great people, they
Right.
all studied and got the information from Africa, bro.
Right.
The continent of Africa.
Yeah.
Where, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Even Washington D.C. is bit off of Africa. Even the monument came from Africa.
Yeah.
The whole design, the reflecting pool, and how things are placed aligned with the stars that came from, like, the pyramids.
it's all
So it's like it's got some. It was done for a reason.
yeah, but those reasons still connect back
It's reasons why it was done that way.
Yeah.
It's reasons why that's supposed to be the place of power.
Right.
So it's reasons for all of it, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope. That's good because that's where the first humans were made.
In Washington D.C.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, in that area.
In that area.
Not in Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
Or in the Middle East.
In the District of Columbia.
In the Middle East.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, life. Yeah. Well, basically, if when you hear the word ancient, if you had to put longitude and latitude to it, it would be in Africa.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, dog. Oh, dude, I've always been obsessed with Egypt.
Well.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, my grandfather, he had a book. I don't know if it was his book or not, and it was all like King Tut stuff and things of that nature. And I looked at this book like I was like 6, 7, whatever the case, and I've always just been infatuated with it. Mm-hmm. Just how amazing these structures are. Not even that. Have you ever seen the shit in India? These temples and some of these things carved inside of mountains and shit. Beautiful. How? How?
Well, you got to, the pyramids are in more places than just.
Africa. For sure.
They got pyramids and.
Yeah, but there's things.
Countries.
Obviously, it started and moved from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's pyramids here in the United States. They said they're covered a lot.
You talking about the one that's in Vegas?
No.
They built another one in I think in Tennessee.
No, they said there's some that possibly covered like with mounds and shit, dirt mounds.
Oh
covering
yeah,
them.
definitely that.
You know what I mean? Just things of that nature where we haven't even fully discovered it. Dude, when there's things in the bottom of the ocean that are still fucking step pyramids. Shit's crazy that we ain't found shit yet.
Oh yeah.
Sahara Desert's filled with stuff, I guarantee, in Africa.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? How big
sure.
that fucking desert is, and it's all filled with sand that we can't even figure and find and look underneath it.
Man, you
Believe
can find
me,
the
dude.
entrance to the earth near Kent State.
The entrance to the earth near Kent State?
Yeah, man. Like, and it coincides and is named after the same shit that the Matrix used. I think it's. I almost said the Nebuchadnezzars or whatever the fuck the name of that shit
King
was.
Nebuchadnezzar. I've heard of King Nebuchadnezzar. That's a real dude. I believe that's his name. Because Saddam Hussein thought he was the reincarnation of that dude. He had a statue in front of his palace.
He thought that he was?
Well, he claimed to be.
And you saw that statue?
Yeah, it was dope.
The statue was dope?
I mean, it was I don't know if it was actual King Nebuchadnezzar. No, I'm probably saying that shit all wrong, but on a horse like this with a sword up. Mm-hmm. I want to say it was the original one, and it may have had Saddam's face on it, but I think it was just original of the king.
Probably, man. Reenactments of things you saw with people that thought they were something. I actually saw something. It looked real cool, but because of who it was, I was like, man, that's some bullshit. It was like Trump standing on the tank and he had an AK or something like that.
Oh, shit. It looked like him, though?
Oh, yeah. But it was dope.
Yeah.
It was a dope piece of art.
Oh, it was art that somebody made.
It was a flag that people were...
Oh, God.
That one of our great customers
Jesus.
had, that I was constantly going to.
Oh, God.
That one of our great customers had it on display for in their store. That was one of many Trump flags that they had.
Oh man, that just bothers me when people have so much belief in people that shouldn't be leading fucking nobody. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just right now we have a fucking somebody who's not even paying attention to what he's watching birds. Fuck, he ain't paying attention to what the fuck's going on in the world.
Or they're talking about a slap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or the news is talking about that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Or Gayle King is have a new special out called Her Majesty. It's Her Majesty. It's about the Queen, and it's by Gayle King.
What?
Exactly. Exactly. What? Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey. I don't know about y'all. I mean, could I be committing career suicide? I don't know. But I'm just saying, y'all looking kind of suspect right now. I'm just saying.
Shit. Why? What's Oprah doing now?
Well, anything Oprah, I'm putting them together, Oprah and Gail, with the, everything. To me, it seems like that they jump on opportunities to show certain people negatively. Like the Michael Jackson thing with Oprah and Gayle King with R. Kelly and things like that. Like there's no other things going on in the world, and it just seems like they take opportunities to find like to put a spotlight on negative things in certain black people's life. That's just what it seems like to me. Will it surprise me if you get an interview with or somebody covering the story of Bill Cosby between Gail and
Right.
Oprah? No, it would not.
Right.
And then you got Her Majesty. You're doing a story on the Queen's legacy.
Yeah. Why? Why would you do that?
Why would you?
Why would you care?
To me, why would you care when it was like
The Queen? They're the ones that came over and started slavery. Weren't they?
I don't know that, but
I mean, it's British.
But I don't know. I can't say that. And
The royal. I mean, they probably didn't fund us.
I don't know that. I can't speak on that. But the Duchess pretty much told you her experience, how racist her experiences is. So why would you want to do a special on that? I mean, yeah, it's historic, whatever.
Yes.
But it's like, why would you, Gayle King, want to do a story called Her Majesty?
Right.
A Gayle King special. Like, it's so many other interesting subjects you could touch on, or people you could do interviews that I would be interested in,
Right.
other than a legacy of a family that don't think that I'm shit.
Right.
Or you're doing it. You're paying homage or whatever, however you say it, to a legacy of someone that don't care about you at all.
At all.
That's insane to me.
It's crazy. Crazy.
And I said you could do a story about a family that raised three young doctors, young black doctors. Or you could tell a story here in Cleveland, or you could talk about how a family has raised two professional and three are becoming professional boxers. You could glorify that story. That'll be more interesting. You don't know who these people are. You don't know who the family that raised three black doctors, young lady female doctors. But if you had the big spotlight of Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey, the world would know who that is.
Right.
But why would you wait? Well, I ain't gonna say waste your time, because I guess it's doing what you want it to do.
Right. Yeah. Bring light to her name.
To the Queen or Gayle?
No, to Gayle. Queen don't need Gayle to bring light to her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like a notch in your,
It's for Gayle.
It's for Gayle, but why? Gayle, you're already Gayle King. You're already Oprah Winfrey.
Maybe some people look at things a little differently when they get to a certain.
Yeah, I'm just saying though that just don't make sense to me. It's kind of upsetting in a way. That's like me doing a documentary on David Duke and his reign. The reign of David Duke, the great discoverer of the KKK, his reign.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to run that. A David Duke story. The David Duke legacy. Story by Cordell Cool.
No, because, see, he's actually hated by a lot of people. The Queen isn't. So it's a different comparison.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I was in awe with it too. But for some reason, it never really clicked to me how I would be received if I was in that. I mean, it just didn't click.
Well, you got to look at maybe from her perspective is, I'm Gayle Knight, I used to be this, and now I get to talk to the Queen. And so in her head, to her, the Queen is this, figure of, we've all heard about the royal family, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And so maybe in her eyes, it's such an honor, but you're looking at it as, Really, chick? That's what you gonna do?
I'm looking at it as...
I understand why, because, she don't care nothing about Gail. In that sense, I would assume because of her race, and her position in life and all that stuff, and class,
Or maybe, she's one of the good ones. She can come in, but she's not going to eat out of our good china.
Man, she's old. She feels a certain way. And she's British.
Okay, so she's going to come in through the back.
Yeah, she's old, royal, and British, man.
Yeah, I will talk to her, but she must not make direct eye contact.
You know what I mean? It's just like you said, like T.I. was saying with his son, almost, in a sense, dude. It's messed up.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, the way he said it was out there.
T.I.'s son had an incident in a restaurant. And T.I.'s position on it was basically what he said was he wasn't too thrilled with the way his son was conducting himself. But in the same breath, it's like, what makes you think that you should be going back and forth with a prep cook or
prep cook? Yeah. So basically, it's like, why you lower yourself to even communicate with this motherfucker when you should just left
to the peon?
Yeah, to a peon.
You did.
You heard me.
You did.
No, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I mean,
to be
fair, I mean, he should have just walked away and not wasted time with a prep cook just because you don't need trouble going back and forth and causing problems and this and that, and just leave and be on your way. I don't even know what started it, to be honest, so I mean, I guess
everybody doing stuff for clout, you know what I'm saying?
Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I may be speaking out of turn. Dude probably could have just said something to him out of blue or whatever the case.
People try to do it for clout, and I understand you take up for your kid, but you heard King going back and forth with
the comedian chick.
No, that was a worker. His name is T.I.'s son is named King.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, man. I'm surprised at the whole thing because I don't know T.I. or Tiny, but from the show, it looked like T.I. was installing some morals in his kids and teaching them how to hustle and things like that. And it looked like that was going on. But to see to hear his son act like that.
His son's still rocking his dad's shit in his car, probably, and hearing the way.
The King is making his own way. He's a rapper and everything, but still, you still don't want your kids to be, acting a certain way.
Of course not. But when your dad is known as a badass, you know what I mean, rapper, you got that persona, you know what I'm saying?
But
he's tough.
He's known as a tough rapper, but at the same time, T.I. is very intelligent.
Yeah.
And I ain't just saying that because the way he used big words all the time. I'm not saying that.
No, he's obviously a great businessman.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, come on, T.I., bro. And I thought the same thing about when I was watching Reverend Run too.
Okay, see, I watched any of those.
Yeah, I watched that coming up, and I think when this was a long time ago. Rusty was a little kid, and he was getting mad, and when he got mad, he threw down his Game Boy when he wasn't winning.
Right.
And Ron was like, "Come on, man, what's going on, man? This is the number 8 or something like that. Like, come on, I don't think you was raised that way, Reverend Ron. Like." If I threw down my Game Boy because I'm angry, guess what?
It's gone.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
And it's not because, it is probably because it's expensive and our family couldn't afford another one.
Definitely.
But even if you could afford another one, what you teaching your child? Like,
I'll just replace it. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with Reverend Run for that. I rock with him and everything. King of Rock, there's no higher.
But the fact that his kid's going to grow up spoiled like a motherfucker.
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with spoiling a kid, but you throwing down your game because you lost or you didn't advance.
Right.
And you just replace it. I know it ain't nothing to him.
Right.
It ain't nothing to Reverend Run.
Yeah.
He probably bought like a case of Game Boy because his son did that. Like, yeah, when he get mad, he gonna throw it down and break it. So I just bought a case of Game Boys.
Bought a case.
Yeah. Let me get one of them. Let me get a Nintendo Switch. Like, I mean, you know, which one you want? Oh, you got a case of them?
You got a case of
I'll
them?
take a case of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's crazy. My son's crazy.
My son gets upset and he throws them down, so I just give him another one.
He
No.
just calls it his fatality. What the fuck?
Yeah, come on, Reverend Ron, with that. I mean, that's old. Rusty's older, and they grown. They probably grown now. But when I saw that, I'm like, man, come on, Reverend Ron, you ain't gonna address that, bro.
No,
Come on,
TV.
Ti, you ain't gonna address that, bro.
He addressed it.
No, he didn't.
And he addressed it. It was on video. He said, "You can't be lowering yourself to a prep cook."
That's not really
That's
addressing
ego,
it, man.
That's ego, man. I know. That's ego. You need to say, respect people outside. Now, if they come at you a certain way, you have all fucking rights to retaliate however you see fit. But just know the law is the law. Don't get physical. And just know everyone, and there's somebody out there bigger than you.
Or just be a G about it. Like, oh, they popping off. You know what I'm saying? You going back and forth, what's that going to do?
Right.
Nothing. It made the news of you going back and forth. Now your father's involved.
Right.
You say, okay, one of you just said, okay, whatever.
Love you, fam. Out. You ain't gotta say that.
Or you could have just vlogged about it. Like, man, I ain't never going there again.
Right.
If you rock with me, don't go back.
Right.
Don't go back to this place. It's whack. They treated me like this. You know what? Let's drain them dry. You know?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest.
Let's not go back. Let's not support this place. If you rock with me, don't support that place.
Yeah. That's power right there.
Boom.
Yeah. He should have did the high move, man. If somebody pisses you off, you're just like, fuck it, go ahead. You're good. You cut me off, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
whatever.
Look, LeBron even said something similar to that. Like when they was talking about the gameplay and this, that, and other. He's like, at the end of the day, he didn't say these exact words, but he might as well have said, and at the end of the day, y'all gonna be broke as fuck, going back to y'all broke ass houses, and I'm gonna go to my house and be with my wife, and you gonna do the same.
Right.
At the end of the day,
at the end of the day,
I'm going to my big ass mansion,
can talk all
with my
the shit
dope ass
you want.
cars,
Yeah.
my beautiful wife and my beautiful children, and then at the end of the day, you going back on the porch, drinking a 40, eating some cheese twisters.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Huh?
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, it depends.
I
on
like
what,
a simple life.
Yeah, like I want them to bring back the Dan D cheese twisters. What happened to them? Wasn't they the best?
Dan D cheese.
Cheese twisters by Dan D. They came in a clear bag with the red
The
word.
fact that he fucking knows that information, man.
I'm a fat boy.
I'm a fat boy.
I'm a fat boy, and I like cheese twisters, the Dan D kind. That's the food of choice when you on the porch and you got excitement in your neighborhood. You don't need cable. You can sit on the
out
porch
there and watch
with your
it.
cheese twisters like.
That was
Like,
back
what they doing down there? Oh, yeah.
That was back in the day when people used to be outside.
Yeah. Well,
Motherfuckers
yeah.
be inside now, boy.
Inside on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's lit.
Yeah.
I think it's been an hour.
Yeah.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. All right, everybody. Check me out at Just Full of Comedy on Instagram.
I am the _great_COREE. That's how you find me on Instagram, or you can find us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
That's right. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notifications, people. We love you.
Peace.
Peace.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.